Yo guys, what's up? It's XRAYZ and welcome back to another video. So we are going to be checking out a backpack, a sling backpack that was actually sent to me by a company called COOWPS or COOWPS, C-O-O-W-P-S. I'll show you guys on the product itself, but it is a sling backpack that you can use to transport your Nintendo Switch 2 in case you are, you know, traveling or going about your daily lives. So with that said, let me show you guys what it looks like, and you guys can decide if this is something that you guys want or don't want. Obviously, if you want to check them out, I'll link them down below in the description below to their official Amazon page. Check out some of the other stuff that they sell, and also this backpack specifically if it's something that you are interested in. So with that said, let's take a look at the backpack. All right, boys, so I wanted to start off with the outside of the backpack and also show you guys the name of the actual company, which is COOWPS, C-O-O-W-P-S. I don't know how to pronounce it. I apologize to them. They didn't put anywhere how to pronounce it, so I'm just kind of going off what my brain is telling me. But with that said, I wanted to talk about the outside first. So first of all, this has a hard shell on the outside. So if you're looking to protect your Nintendo Switch from damage to the top, maybe you want to set this down on something and make sure nothing falls down and hits it and breaks your Nintendo Switch, then you are covered with this little kind of hard shell on the outside. It's pretty tough. It's a pretty tough one. So for minimal impact, stuff that falls on top of it, you should be good to go and hopefully prevent any kind of damage to your Switch 2 as you're traveling around and doing your thing. The other thing they do have also is they have like pads and stuff here on the corners. So if you drop your backpack, there should be some shock absorption going on here on the edges. Also, this backpack, as you guys can see, is a single strap, and you can swap out if you are more of a left shoulder or right shoulder person. You can kind of change this out and put it on whichever shoulder strap you want. All right, so also on the back of the backpack is a zipper that you can open that does have a decent sized pocket. It's not crazy, but you know, a decent one if you're trying to just tuck some stuff in there. Then you have an extra pocket there. All right, guys, so with that said, let's talk about the inside of the bag. This thing will open up fully all the way side to side, so you have plenty of room to load up the items that you want to put in here. All right, guys, so the way to describe it is that this side of the backpack is for in case you have an iPad and you want to carry that with you, or if you want to put your Pro Controller, you can put it in here. I personally would still recommend that if you are trying to travel with your Pro Controller, that you have something that is protecting your sticks from preventing them from moving. So I wouldn't just toss it in here, but it's wide enough here in this area with the little cover that you can put a controller here. I've checked that and it does work, but again, protect your thumbsticks because that's going to be a no fun zone. Over here we have another zipper that opens up to a small pocket. They said that this could be used for your Switch games if you're trying to just carry them around. Personally, I would still try to have like a cartridge holder or something just so you don't mess up your games, but it does have a pocket there for that. They have another one up here in case you are trying to run some headphones or something small that you also want to carry with you, so another small pocket. We do have a couple of other spots here. They were saying that you can use these for your cables, for your cords, your HDMI cables, your USB-C cables for your controllers, etc. All right, so this whole area right here is going to be where you put your Switch. So there is enough room here. I have tested it. I'll have another video that I show you guys where I have it in there, but it does fit in here, and I'll grab my Switch so you guys can see that it does fit in here. This other one that they're putting over here, they said, is for a battery bank. So if you are traveling with a battery bank that you can use on your Switch 2, and it's one of those more square ones, like a big rectangle ones, you can put it in here. And then let me put my Switch in here so you guys can see what that looks like. Again, I would not recommend putting your Switch in there with your Joy-Cons out and just the sticks in total dire situation. But if you have a different carrying case that you have with you, you can slide the full thing in there. So let me go ahead and show you guys what that looks like. All right, boys, so here is my Nintendo Switch 2. It is tucked in there, as you guys can see. It fits along it. I have it in the carrying case that you can buy from Nintendo themselves. So it's the official Switch 2 one. It's pretty flimsy. I really only got it so that you can prevent your sticks from moving around if you're traveling with it. So that's perfect to just tuck it in here into your backpack. And then you'll have, like I said, the external hard shell that protects it from impact along with on the corners. All right, boys, so this is what it looks like fully dropped. You know, it's all closed up, locked it up. It does have a little strap on the top that stretches a bit. And like I said, it's just a backpack that you can kind of have over your shoulder if you're going to be traveling anywhere. I also think that it's a pretty nice aesthetic looking backpack, so it's not going to be weird when you're traveling around with this thing with your Switch inside or whatever else you decide to put in there. And that is what it looks like around your back. So I think it looks pretty good. So anyways, huge thank you to these guys for sending me this backpack. I'm gonna be using this whenever I'm transporting my Switch 2 anywhere else. But it's really nice, it looks good, it looks like it has a good build quality, and it protects your Switch 2 from shock, from damage from the front, from the little corners, and you can use it to take your Switch out in style. So I think it's really cool. If you guys want to get your own, I'll have a link down below to their official Amazon page. So check them out if you guys would want to. Huge thank you to them for sponsoring this video, and I just in general, I like doing reviews for accessories and stuff like that. I did a lot of that for the Switch when it came out on another channel, and I just figured I would just start putting that content over here. So huge thank you to the people over at COOWPS for sending me this backpack and for letting me review it. Anyway, so with that said, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like. If you're new, make sure to subscribe, notifications on so you don't miss a single upload. And if you want to support the channel directly, you can do so by checking out my sponsors, Control Freak, Aim Controller. I use them every time I play. Code OGXRAYZ gets you a discount, link down below to that, or through my Amazon influencer page if you guys would much rather do it that way. And then if you guys want to talk and interact, at OGXRAYZ over on Twitter, give me a follow, link down below. You guys have an awesome day. Take care. I'm out. Peace.